So today I started my day off with my alarm clock not going off like it was supposed to. Always a good start to anyone's day, despite having taken a nap and feeding myself and all the normal things that usually you do to calm an infant. I've still kind of just been in a very salty mood today, very particularly salty. I feel bad about it, but at the same time, what do you do? I mean, that's just something you cope with, right? Anyway, I thought this would be the perfect kind of mood to be in to do today's video. I'm going to be talking about things that piss me off. The purpose of this isn't really to be negative in any way, because I don't feel like my channel is something I want to have that kind of vibe, but I'm a very, very firm believer that you have to make fun of things to cope with them, or at least that's my coping mechanism for dealing with life. I would rather laugh about it and accept that everyday life is just a meme than actually sulk over everyday life. That's really what this is. I'm just making fun of the things that piss me off. There may be some swearing. I'm just gonna put that out there. There may be some swearing. These are in no particular order, although I would say that number one is probably one of my top pet peeves ever. So number 10, bots and creepers on YouTube and any other social media, and those annoying, pesky little fake followers. I feel that if someone follows, I'm going to in turn follow them back. It's kind of a level of respect that I have. Some of those people decide that once you follow them, they're gonna unfollow you. So then you're left following them, but they won't return the favor. Bitch, this is a commitment, okay? If you follow me, I'm gonna follow you. We're in a commitment, okay? A social media commitment. I'm gonna go through and check, and if I followed you and then you turned around and unfollowed me, bitch, you get an unfollow, because that's rude. That's rude. Okay? When you're watching YouTube videos and you want to take part in the conversation and you go in and you just see these comments that pertain to nothing about the video, get out. We don't want you here. And also I know that negativity is a big thing on the internet, especially in the comment section. Just, you don't have to agree with everything, but can you at least be a fucking adult? Or if you're a kid joining into an adult conversation, step up your maturity game, alright son? This is gonna be a long video if I keep hanging around these as long as I am. Number 9, people that go into a grocery store or a store that offers self-checkout that are clueless and or have a full cart of groceries or knickknacks or what have you. It's 100% okay. It's okay for you to go use one of the paid employees to assist you. You don't have to struggle through this and make everyone else wait. If you have a cart full of groceries, again, I suggest using a register, 1 with a conveyor belt, and 2 with someone who is paid, who is being paid to ring your stuff up. It's a lot easier for everyone if you are considerate of others. Be considerate, I'll be considerate. We'll think about each other, okay? It's not just a self-centric universe, okay? There are other people living here. Move along. Number 8, and this one might be a touchy subject to some. I'm not apologizing for it because it is truly how I feel, but funeral procession. I don't agree with funerals, which is funny because I'm into creepy kind of things. I don't agree with funerals. I agree with memorial services and having life celebrations and what have you. I don't agree that this is an industry. People are out there making money off of your deceased loved ones. That's wrong to me. I feel like it's a scam. And again, people are gonna hate on me, I'm sure. To me, it's a genuine scam. I've always been more annoyed with the fact that people will legitimately almost cause wrecks to stop for a funeral procession. And this may not be everywhere. This is especially bad where I live, but there are people out there that won't even slow down or get out of the way of an ambulance. Someone living, trying to save a life here, but we'll stop our damn car for a dead person. And again, I know people are gonna take offense. You can never share that opinion with anyone around here because they'll think that I'm just like the worst human alive. Okay, think that if you want to. I know that I'm not, but I just don't like funeral processions. Number 7, FedEx SmartPost. I know, like, that's a pretty specific one, and really, you could lump in DHL and sometimes United States Postal Service. And this is why. Normal FedEx is pretty okay. Kind of okay. But FedEx SmartPost? I get that it's like the economy version of like shipping, but even United States Postal Service, when they're not like losing your shit, they will only take 4 days at most to get to its destination. FedEx SmartPost wants to take at least a damn week. It's the Toby Flenderson of shipping methods, in that no one wants it around. It ruins everyone's day. And again, DHL, like, sometimes I feel the same about DHL. And then there are times when like USPS will give you that expected ship date or expected delivery date, and then all of a sudden, like, your shipment hasn't updated in like a couple of days, or it's in transit to next destination, or in transit to destination, or whatever, and then the day it's supposed to deliver, like, it's missing. Like, come on, get your shit together. And I get there are like millions and millions of packages moving around all day long, but come on, you have one job. Number 6, people making random, unexplained noises as if it were a part of their life function. Let me explain. So I know a few people who, I don't know if it's because they are uncomfortable with silent, or they don't understand how to human. They will fill these spaces that really don't need anything happening with noises like or whatever noises. And usually, I mean, I try to understand where they're coming from, but if I already don't like you and you start making noises, I've known people who have to end every sentence with some kind of sound. I was like, why? Why do you do that? Can you not just go about your day? Am I the only one who genuinely cringes? Because I do. I'll be like, no, get out of here with that. It's annoying. Number 5. Negative responses when you're trying to have a conversation with someone. If you're not into our conversation, just tell me to shut the fuck up. It's easy. And I'll be like, all right, dude, whatever. Or that you don't want to talk to me. And it's honestly rude, in my opinion, to give negative responses to everything that other person is trying to ask you or say to you or whatever. And honestly, I would rather be ghosted by someone than just have some bitch ass person be a negative Nancy in a conversation I'm trying to have. Come on. Number 4 is along the same lines as the last pet peeve, but it's blatant negativity being inserted into an otherwise positive conversation. Like, don't walk up to a conversation that's obviously in favor of a certain subject and insert your polarizingly different dumbass opinion. It's dumb. Don't do it. Just no. And if you do feel the need to interject yourself into this conversation that's usually going on between other people with your opinion, and it is different from theirs, like, that's okay. But don't be so negative about it. Like, we're talking about something we're in favor of, and you walk up and you're like, oh, I hate that. We don't care. We didn't ask you. Move on. Number 3. And I just recently found out this is apparently some kind of like psychiatric disorder. I hate the sound of chewing or smacking, especially like gum or someone eating. Like, I don't want to hear that. I'm not into that. Like, I'm not into that. And it really annoys me. All right, now we're getting into number 2 and number 1 are both related to driving. And okay, so maybe I have some like road rage or whatever. We are surrounded, where I live, we are absolutely surrounded by like the world's most idiot drivers. So number 2 is side-by-side drivers, also known as caravanners. You might as well just get out of your car and go get into that other person's car that you insist on driving beside. What's the point? Like, you're both deciding you want to drive slower than the speed limit. You get in one lane. You can drive in a line just the same as you can side by side. Like, you're gonna go your stupid 45 miles an hour on a highway. Do it in one lane. And that brings me to number 1. I have to prepare for this one. I have to prepare for it. Number one thing that really just sets me off, drives me crazy, pun intended, is slower traffic not bearing right. Most everywhere that I've traveled along, especially highways, interstates, what have you, there will be signs that say, slower traffic, keep right. My camera died. If you're gonna go slower than the people around you, get the fuck over. How hard is it? And when you need to change lanes to turn or whatever, you can do that. That's what turn signals are for. I've never understood the need, the absolute need to go so slow that you literally have someone riding your ass, begging for you to get the fuck out of the way, and you just go about your business. You know they're there. You know they're back there, just waiting to run you off the road because you're so rude. You can't get out of the way. Why don't you move? Just move. And if you can't deal with that, if you can't deal with other people on the road, maneuvering through other people on the road, you shouldn't be driving. How are there so many people on the road, especially like morning traffic, that seem like they have nowhere to be? They're not in a hurry to get anywhere. Are you not going to work? Like, don't you have to be there by a certain time? And why are you in everybody's way? What is that? Like, don't you have a doctor's appointment to go to? Like, what are you doing out so early that you can just mosey about town? Do any of these things piss you off as well? Are there other things that piss you off? Feel free to talk about it in the comments when we can all come together and laugh about these things. It takes away the power. So, at the end of the day, if that's all you can do, that's all you can do. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave it a like. That would be fantastic. If you want to see more content, I'm sorry this is the first video I'm doing this week. It's been kind of one of those weeks. I really enjoy doing these videos. I really enjoy editing. Like, this is definitely something I'm really excited to be doing. Finally, after so many years of wanting to. If you want to see more from me, feel free to subscribe. If you're not ready for that yet, that's fine. Again, I'm gonna be here. And also click that notification bell. It'll alert you anytime I do upload a new video. Despite subscribing, apparently YouTube is like weird about notifying people. Remember, leave a comment down below. Let me know some of the things that annoy you or piss you off, or if you agree with any of the things I said. If you don't agree with any of the things I said, like, feel free. I'm up for that discussion. Until next time, bye!